So I wanted to get up and make a quick video on my thoughts on what's been buzzing on the internet, on the news, from various people, sources that the winter coming up, this winter lockdowns are coming back. They're talking about they're going to reinstate Fauci lockdowns and pretty much do this whole thing all over again. And I was thinking to myself that I think I would like to think that it's going to be hard to do that the people are just not going to go for it. I think if they bring the Fauci lockdowns back, society, it's really, you might as well say that's the poop hitting the fan. We already got looting, shoplifting, drug use at all-time high, homelessness at an all-time high. For the Fauci lockdowns to come back, it is going to already crippled economy is like surely going to collapse. It's going to be pandemonium. And the real thing I wanted to say though, when the whole Flovid started in 2019, I just watched in amazement because, I'm a 80s baby. I grew up watching Americans be resilient and be fighters and have free thinkers. This country was founded on, the revolutionary. America is revolutionary. It was founded on the American Revolution. And I've seen tragedies that were on that were global. Like, for example, the World Trade Centers, when they were demolished. That was a national tragedy, a worldwide tragedy, shocked the nation and the world. And Americans rallied together, and, that was like one of the most catastrophic things I can remember. Anyway, when Flovid hit the scene, I watched and I was thinking to myself that there is no way that Americans are going to give up their liberties, fall in line and obey officials and shut their businesses down. And then, they did it in like layers, they first, of course, the government institutions, and then they made the hospitals, libraries, hospitals, public transportations, and then it trickled down to the private sector. So, or corporate sector. So you have like the department stores, Walmarts, malls, and, major, whatever you want to call them, major or mid-level companies closed their doors. And then it came down to the private sector, like your small businesses, and then, schools. I think schools are like on the federal public level. But the point is that they actually got us to go along with it. And that was what was amazing to me. Like, that was what shocked me. I couldn't believe it. Like, every day of the Flovid, I just watched in amazement and watched the news cycle and watch people conform. And I just couldn't believe it. I really could not, the whole entire 2 years. And it just became the new norm. And, people talking about their relatives who have passed. And then this is the time when they pretty much labeled any alternative thought news or alternative thought forms as what's the word I'm looking for? Counterproductive. Let's just go with counterproductive and dangerous. So now to be a conspiracy theorist is dangerous, and it's extremism, right wing, and all of this mess, and deniers. They came up with all of these terms during Flovid. So I look around, we're kind of like now in the clear, and I go online, I read posts from people, and everybody back to, you know, well, I guess what we can say is regular life, right? We got our liberties, we freedom, we can go where we want. You don't see masks everywhere, but there are some places you still see it. And people talking a lot of stuff, man. I see a lot of smoke coming on it. You from YouTube channels, Twitter, people on X, people on the book. And I think to myself, and I'm gonna close with this, that y'all ain't revolutionary, because we seen what y'all did during Flovid. Y'all went in the house, you put the mask on, you rolled your sleeve up, you did what you was told to. And so now I'm thinking, like, I'm hearing all this tough talk from people, but y'all, and I really want to believe that the American people won't fall for it again. But then I have to remind myself that y'all are not revolutionaries. Y'all did exactly what y'all were told to do just 2 years ago. Y'all fell lockstep in line.